talk about a movie that I saw recently that's on Apple TV Plus. It stars Ana de Armas and Chris Evans. It is called Ghosted. And here is the review of Ghosted. It feels like a movie that was written 20 years ago that finally recently got made. Chris Evans is a total wimp in this film. You meet him at a swap meet. He's talking about his troubles when it comes to romance and dating and women. He's not particularly good at it. And he meets a girl played by Ana de Armas, and they have chemistry. They have chemistry. You see a spark, and they have this entire conversation about a plant and how you need to love a plant. You need a type of plant that this plant, you should water it at least every 2 days. But because she's out and about and can't water that plant for 2 days and can't give it love, he won't sell her the plant. Finally, she just wants a cactus because you barely need to care or pay attention to it. And they're not talking about plants. They're talking about relationships in this conversation, which opens the film. They then go on a date that lasts like into the afternoon, late afternoon, wee hours of the evening. They wake up together, one night stand. Of course, Chris Evans is texting her. She's not responding to the texts. And because this is so dumb, he has an inhaler and he has a thing that he can tag on her. He finds out that his inhaler is in London because he left it in her purse or something. He left his inhaler in her purse. So now he's tracking her. And he goes to London on a romantic whim after she's ignored him for weeks with all this block of text. He's like, well, I'm going to go find her. So he goes there. This is all in the trailer, by the way. She finds out that she's a secret agent. She's a badass. And Chris Evans is he's like Woody Allen or something, which is a play off the fact that, this guy is, he used to play Captain America and now he's a wimp. There is first of all, there's a couple good action scenes in this movie in spite of the fact that it's a bad romantic comedy. And there is one scene in the middle of the movie with a succession of cameos that is hilarious. Just watch that scene. So you've got cameos. Fine, I'm going to spoil it. Sam Wilson, you've got the actor that plays Sam Wilson is there. Sebastian Stan is there. And they have like this sort of one-upping each other of secret agents, but it's all people that Chris Evans has acted with in other movies. That scene was fun. Aside from that, it is an insufferable romantic comedy that seems dated, but the modernity aspect of it is the fact that Chris Evans is a complete wimp. I did not like this film. I cannot recommend it. I can recommend track down that scene of the cameos. If you could just see that, that's actually really funny, but it's, that's 3 minutes of the movie and that's it. Not a fan, didn't like it. And it's weird because I almost feel bad for Chris Evans. And I feel like he was so good as Captain America. That's all he can play. He's really good as Captain America, and almost anything else he can't. He's too sort of that role is in his DNA now. You can't see him as anything other than that. So it's basically, this is a wimpy Captain America. It's a wimpy Steve Rogers. So didn't like Ghosted, can't recommend it. I recommend tracking down and watching that scene of cameos. Other than that, this is a hard pass for me. A 2 out of 10, maybe a 3 out of 10 at best, because the action scenes I thought were clever, but they're played comedically. So it doesn't feel like there's any stakes. So there you go. 2 or 3 out of 10 on Ghosted. Alan?
I'm surprised you chose to watch this movie.
I'm surprised I chose to watch it. It was like,
why of all the movies we need to see, why did you see Ghosted?
Yes, well, I did. I saw Ghosted. So there you go.
Why? We have so many movies that need to be reviewed, and you saw Ghosted.
Oh, well, there you go.